why I'm here. What am I doing here? What is the Seattle Black Veteran doing here? And so, and please forgive me because I didn't hook my phone up, which is my camera at the same time. But here we are. And what we're going to talk about today is why want you to stay motivated and why I'm here. I probably got Patty J in the house. Give my girl salutes right now. I know it is. Let me see if I can get this up here. This StreamYard has been acting kind of crazy on me, and I apologize to each and every one of you. So hopefully this thing doesn't decide it wants to kind of act really stupid and shut down or slow the progress up here because I'm already doing this, well, I would say I'm getting better at this struggle streaming stuff, but it's actually because I want you guys to have some substance with this, and I want you to know why I do this. So let me just get this one thing up here, and it's going to probably pop up, and I apologize. And here it goes. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And yes, thank you, Patty J. Okay, yes, you do hear me. Okay, right on. Well, I got Patty J in the house. I'm going to have to hook my phone up. Okay, so basically, I wanted to show you who the Seattle Black Veteran is and why I am here doing what I'm doing, and hopefully we all can benefit each way from this here. So let me give it to you like this here. Okay, I'm the Seattle Black Veteran, and I want to show you your Seattle Black Veteran as why do I have that one up here? What I was in the military. Well, the little knucklehead fresh kid that you see. I hope I get this right here. It's giving me a while here, and I do apologize because I want to get this folder up for you. But anyway, okay, so I want to actually show you, look, from actually, and I'll be discussing with you some things that I really don't talk about, and they are pretty personal. It's when let me see here, and I got to type this up here so maybe I can get. Is actually whatever happened to me. Patty J's here. She's been rocking with me through a lot of this stuff here. Let me see. I'm gonna put this in here, Patty. Watch this though. Watch this. I think that's let's see. And she's been rocking with me through a lot of things here. And what I really want to get to you guys was this here. And it is what it is. Like this and make it this simple. It's almost okay. And it's I won't do that here. Okay, let's do that. And we'll save that and we'll rock it. So we're going to talk about when I got started. I mean, when things were actually pretty cool in my life and everything. I just want to share with you some of those things. And I want to bring you from the point, why I'm actually here. And I'll explain to you some of this. I'm going to kind of be easy on the videos because honestly, I'm showing you these videos and I haven't watched them in a long time, to say the minimum. All right, so here we go. Let's get you on this one here. We're going to put the main screen on. This is what I didn't do, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get you on here. We're going to share our screen here. We're going to put the screen up here. So if you see this here, yeah, we'll share that one there. Welcome to Seattle. The big wheels right there. The baseball stadium, football stadium, and Mount Rainier's in the background. That's a photo that I took. Okay, so I didn't steal that from nobody. All right, but anyway, let's keep rocking. Let's keep it moving here. All right, so what I want to show you. Okay, so let me see here. My first video here. This is when actually I want to show you the video first. What I want to show you is this. Okay, so because I want everybody to know is that life has its ups and downs. Is what you're gonna do with it, and how you're gonna rock it. So let me show you some of these crazy. Let me see some of these photos here. And so, like I say, I'll put that. Oh, it's on the main screen there. So at Disneyland. Had a time doing that in Hawaii, Maui. It was cool. Of course, Seattle, Washington. Digging it there. Uh, it's, of course, what is it? Disney World at this time here. So, I got to get out and experience a lot of things. And so, it's enjoying life. And then I didn't know at the time, and please forgive me if I'm flying through this so fast. At the time, you're not expecting things to happen to you, especially in a medical sense. All right, now, dig. I am 58 at this time. And so a lot of these things I was blessed to experience, throughout my lifetime. All right, and so what I'm trying to really say is this. I want you to understand this. Okay, so even from this here, doing a lot of things, seeing a lot of beautiful things, exploring my life with beautiful people. It's always been a thrill. It's always been good, and but I want you to stay focused on really taking care of yourself. Oh, check this out. This is my psych you out photo. Right, right. Okay, looks like I'm in the mountains. So look like I'm in the hills. Right. Okay, here it is. Actually, really, what this is. It's the back of the U-Haul truck. So. Yeah, so that's what that was. So that was my psyche out photo. I could have did that like that and just go, okay, it's cool, right? You did like, ooh, this guy's been out there. But no, actually, that is a U-Haul truck that you can see by the gas cap over here in the bottom part and that little plug on the back of the car over here. Okay, so, all right, but anyway, just to say I did some really cool things in life and I had some really cool people that I met. So I would say this in between that time, this is actually what happened, and it was kind of interesting. Okay, this is a video when I left, got kind of like, was my last day in my apartments because I couldn't afford it because I lost my job. And I was actually going home.
I gotta go to the DAV and find out, if they can help me with living somewhere. I called. I went into seniors living. I think
It's
it
slow, and
is.
I apologize.
I put it on the website. 55 plus disabled. Where I can probably live because I am 55 and I'm disabled, so I'm eligible for senior status.
Okay, so now at this time, like I say, this is when I am actually the last day at my apartment that I had. It was a nice apartment. It was over a nice place. So what the thinking is, okay, where the heck am I going to go? Actually, this is my last day, so I had to figure this out. And so this is what I tell you. So as I'm trying to figure it out. Let me see. Let me see if it gets rocking. I don't know what this is going to say, and I apologize. If it gets too deep for me, I will stop it. But here we go. That's wrong.
Um, I'm just walking around to let you know this apartment that I am in is totally empty now. And I don't like the process it took me to do it, but it's what it is. Um, so now I am, as of 12:30, I am homeless. I laugh because, I've been through worse. I don't like this. So, fight it, and I gotta go down to the VA and talk to them and see if they can help me out.
Okay, we talked about this before. In hindsight, being 2020, is that at this particular point in time, where are you going to go, right? And so I'm at the mercy. I have to move my stuff into storage, and depending on my disability pay, I'll be paying a portion of that storage. But now check this out, Dig. I want you to understand this. Even at this particular point in my life, if I wanted food stamps, my disability rating is too much money to give me food stamps. All right. So that means you have to look for food banks. You just gonna have to diet your ass off or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't a nice role, and it's figuring it out. So here we are at this last day at my apartment here, and I do have another video for you, but I'm gonna show you these things. So here we go. All right, let's go back to it.
I was informed by that. I went on the website. I think it was seniorsLiving.com. Very
Okay, now I talk about senior living. Now, I didn't know this, and I was actually ahead of the game on this. At 55 plus with a disability, you can go into senior living. And I suggested if you're having sleep issues and you need a quiet place, but then, it depends on where you live. And I'm only suggesting you as part of King County, Seattle, Washington. Okay. And here, I would say this, and I didn't know this, but I was actually, like I said, ahead of the ball game here, and I was asking these questions. But here we go with the rest of the see if I come up with even more. I'll tell you, I'm giving you guys all this, and I haven't reviewed this in a while because I really didn't want to. But here we go.
A wonderful lady. I think her name was Laura. Very wonderful talking with her. Right now, I got to give shouts out to Dr. Sinton, Dr. Wong, who work at the VA.
Yeah, now these are my VA doctors. I'm not saying everybody's experience is the same, with your VA doctors, but I always say this as well. When you're talking to your VA doctors, be cautious about what you talk to them about. I mean, point out to them what's going on with you. Don't get in a daydream like the Seattle Black veteran does and gets lost in all the sauce. But stay focused and talk to your doctors and get your situation together because honestly, if it wasn't for them and actually taking care of the situation with me and really, I would say passionate to a lot of degree, I would still be in pain and suffering. I mean, I still suffer from some pain, but that's what it is. Here we go.
I got to give shouts out to Patricia.
Okay. I'm going to move this ahead a little bit here because
queen size mattress, a dresser, and a tall dresser drawer. So, as I describe it to you, so this is it. The dresser drawer was about this high here.
Okay, so basically what I am talking about is moving people. And be cautious about getting moving people. These people who moved me were garbage. I wish I had their information up, but it was a long time ago. So I always say be cautious about them and what they look for is, how much is with a bedroom cost to move, 2 bedrooms. Look into that and don't let these clowns play you. Okay, but here we go. Let me get you back on here though. All right, let's get this putty rolling here.
Okay, so this is a nice little place here, Washington.
Yeah, basically what I'm actually just showing you my little apartment here. And it was nice. I mean, for a single person, it was nice. I mean, it was cool, but let's just move on because that's not what's really happening here. So I want to move you to this other video here. And I got this guy rocking here. So after moving out of my apartment, moving out of my apartment. I won't say getting evicted because I volunteered to move and I had and the only thing good to this, and I'm not trying to brag it there, I had a $5,000 deposit that I put down. And I just put that in case something happens and I needed to cover for a couple of months. But I decided instead of leaving my $5,000 there, keep my $5,000 and try to figure it out. Okay, so that was the situation I was left with. Okay, now this next one is when I tell everybody if you find somebody homeless, so you got to go to the housing authorities. All right, what's in your county or in your city? Okay, so now this is why I mean this, and here we go.
Downtown Seattle. I just left this building here. They offered me shelter in the middle tonight over at a 55 plus community. I gotta get a hold of those guys, and I gotta go up to the VA. I'd never been told I had a social worker. So I gotta get a social worker. I'm waiting for all this process. So it's either at the shelter tonight or in my car.
All right, so this is what I mean. So I know I'm probably back up a little bit. What I want to get you to is, like I said, at this point, I'm looking either shelter or my car. It's what's going to happen. Okay, so I have to deal with those. That's 2 issues, and I have never lived in a shelter before. And since I never lived in a shelter before, the experience to me, it's almost like living in the barracks. But the problem that I ran into was, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find these photos here and show you. The problem I ran into was hygiene issues. All right, and that's the only thing that was really kind of very it was very challenging to deal with. But that's a real talk. Okay, so let me see it. Hold up. I'm going to find these photos. I just had them a second ago. And I want to show you, and it's like, it is what it is. what the life was living in a shelter. I'll show you this one too, and that is that I ended up catching the coronavirus after all this is over with. But let me give you this first. Hold the phone here. So at least you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, here we go. I'm slowly but surely getting to it, and I apologize. But I just want to show you, some of the living experience and what it was living. I think I got the wrong file up, and I apologize. But I want to show you what the living experience was in there, and I'm going to show you what, and I'm going to talk to you in a video pretty much talking about the fact of what some of the things that you experience while living in a shelter. And pretty much that was a thing of you had either drug dealers outside of some shelters, and some shelters knew about it, and they did keep it on point of watching out for that. And that's the thing that you have to do with as far as living in the shelter as well. And I had these video photos up for you, and for some reason in my life I cannot find them, and I apologize. But yeah, don't. Okay, so let me move on then, since I can't find those here. We're gonna push this over here, and I apologize. Okay, so when I end up going to the shelter, and I want to show you, I'll show you this as I'm probably finding this picture here. Now, this was the point after I got into a shelter. Once you get into a shelter, then they will give you an opportunity to move into kind of like I call it like a different kind of like a halfway place, but it's in a nice place, and they give you your own place. And this is one thing that I would say is so important is having your own little space so you can operate and move about freely and do what you need to do. But here we go. Let me see.
Of October, I called the work resource. They gave me a veterans place down here in Renton, right across from the high school here in Renton. So I've been sitting here for 2 hours and nobody's talked to me or helped me at all. So I'm gonna go in and see.
Now, this is the other thing I say that's really interesting and important, okay, is that when you are begging and you're needy, regardless if you're a veteran or not, you're going to have to find some patience dealing with some people. And that's unfortunate for me, for any of that to say that you should have to deal with that type of situation. But that's what it is. And you have to stay on point with that. So, real quick, I just found these photos, so I'm going to just show you this here. So, the video I'm showing you here is when I was already in the shelter and I'm trying to get out of the shelter. I was living in my car as well for a few days, and so that's what this was. So let me block it out real quick here, and what we're going to do is let me bring this one back up here. Okay, so here's a photo of me actually with my ID on. Inside of the shelter in the morning. I get up early and I get moving, and early can be 4 o'clock or whatever. And I move up out of there because I got things to do. They actually gave me a locker, which is this here, which was kind of not really kind of clean to my standards. So, of course, we have to do some cleaning on that. Here's the top portion of that locker here. And it's a locker just to secure your stuff. Well, now here's a photo of my bed, my bunk in the shelter. All right, so that's where I stayed in the shelter. I kept my stuff pretty, I'm military, so here it is. I'm keeping that bunk dressed and squared away. Okay, so this is what I say, and living here, here's another one. And the gentleman behind me, if you look down low, they got all kind of stuff they accumulate and what they call personal or whatever. I just, as long as it doesn't spill over into my area of living. So this is another shot of me living in the shelter. Shortly after this video here, let me see here.
Sit a little longer, and I just hope that after this 2 hours, they don't leave me with something just disappointing. So. We'll see. I had to fill out some paperwork over here at the Renton VA place. So now I'm just waiting for these guys to see if they're going to help me.
Okay, so actually that it took maybe I got in there, and actually this gentleman did help me out pretty good. Gave me some good quality stuff to deal with. I finally got over into what was Bellevue. Now, did okay, I dodged the COVID virus from not even being in the shelter, thank God, being out of there. And then when it actually really started breaking out, it broke out in a city called Kirkland, which is right next door to Bellevue. Okay, so I'm living in Bellevue, and it's a very crowded community. Well, I'm living not far from the Factoria Mall, if you ever see it on Google Maps. Okay, pardon me. So while I'm living there, everything's cool in the game. But guess what? Who catches a COVID? Who catches COVID? I do. I'm in the hospital now. Okay. And this is on the 20th of March. All right. Okay. Here's another shot. Now I'm in the hospital. And I'm in the emergency room. That's why you see it's kind of reflective because I'm behind the glass where they quarantined me off. Okay. So yes, the Seattle Black veterans and catching them out and stuff. And let me see, here's another shot of me in the emergency room before they actually broke me down and told me that I was going to be fine and to go home. And that's when it got to the point of if you are not dying, do not come to the emergency room. All right. That's what they're actually touting and shouting. Let me see what this video is here. Okay, so I didn't have one. Okay, that's my thank you video. Let's get out of there. All right, so I just want to give you guys the 411 on why the Seattle Black veteran does what he does. I have some more videos to show you, but for some reason, I paid $25 a month for this StreamYard, and so I tried to put like 4 or 5 different videos, and they started acting kind of bozo on these. So we're just going to give you a halftime right here and let you know this is why I fight for you guys and girls. Whether if any way, shape, form, and fashion that my voice can help you, and it can help bring you to the thing of staying strong and fighting for who you are and what you are about. And then see, I'm gonna go ahead and try to hook my cell phone up here. I'm trying not to do this too late in the game, but I just want you guys to know who I am and what's real. The Seattle Black veteran was when homeless. So I better put that out of there because a lot of people is going to be reporting that I'm homeless. And I was very homeless. And that's why I say, let me show you. Like I say, very homeless, meaning that, yes, I lived in my car. Yes, it was not cool. Finding a place to sleep at nighttime, and knowing that I've seen so many beautiful things in my life, and the thing is, like I say, it's the Seattle Black veteran at Dodger Stadium, and so like I say, with what you're dealing with, it's not over till it's over. So I was blessed to go to this stadium, Dodger Stadium on Veterans Day, and that was through the blessings of the Veterans Film and Television. If you are in Southern California, you are interested in TV and movies in any shape, form, or fashion. Plus, check out, and you're a veteran, and especially if young veteran, whatever field that you are in, stunts, acting, modeling, or whatever. Check out the Veterans Film and Television, VTF or VFT. Check those guys out. I think they have one in New York as well. And those two young cats kind of blew it up. And we got to meet some beautiful people. And that's why I say, with this is, and that's why I say some beautiful people. Got to meet some beautiful people. Got to chat with some beautiful people. And so, it's always my martial art brothers and sisters who are in the Southern style Kung Fu. My Sifu Ran on the right. I'm all the way on the left, and this is my beautiful martial arts family. Oh, Brother Mike, if you hear this, man, we're going to get in touch with you. I actually rolled up this way here. And like I say, it's just doing some beautiful things and knowing that regardless of your situation, you can bounce back from it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that the more painful video that hurts me the most is watching this one, and that's when I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So actually, I told myself by 12:30 I'll be out of here. It's on the clock over here, 12:27. So this is where I stay here, and I got my little wagon over here. Throw it up. We gotta go turn in the keys. So I gotta be out of here by 1 because I have to go to therapy. Man, because I'm telling you, from here, this pinky, all the way down here, man,
Yeah, so this is when I was really feeling the pain, and it was cutting all through my body. I couldn't sleep, and it started messing with my mental stability, unfortunately. And I didn't know how deep it was. So this is why I say too, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as a Seattle Black veteran who suffers with major depression, is that start noticing triggers if you're feeling some things, and start having your ways to get out of those ways. If it's talking to someone that's into the mental health, don't feel embarrassed or whatever, handle it and get it taken care of. You are needed here. Okay, so, and you're loved. So I want you to know this. All right, so as I talk to you about this, this really hurts my heart, but here it is.
it's like, and then this finger here started losing. I'll tell you what's interesting is I didn't notice that I had I don't know if you can see that. Oh, here it is. I had a cut on my hand, and I know you probably can. I had this cut on my hand, and I didn't know.
Yeah, so what it is, and some people are saying because as you get older, and maybe it is with older people, you cut yourself, and I don't even notice it because my feelings are leaving my hands a lot, just like they're leaving my feet. And notice this as a diabetic, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're having neuropathy issues as well, I would strongly urge you, please, every night when you wash exfoliate your body, to make sure you do an inspection on your feet, because it can be, to mine is if I stub my toe, I don't even know probably if it's broke or not. Okay, so you have to be cognizant of that. Okay, but here we go. And this is actually me actually discovering a lot of what's going on with my disabilities in my body and how long they have been taking over my body. Okay, here we go.
I had a burn on my hand. I didn't know it. Losing feelings all throughout my pinky, through my forearm, and it's coming up there. Actually, I'm losing it in my ankles.
Yeah, so while this is going on, it's actually just getting past it. But let's move on. We are in a better situation, in a better light now, and it's because of. Let me get my camera going on here. Maybe I could put the cap on the end of this, and that's because of perseverance and trying and not letting situations take over you. And I'm telling you, I am no way out of the woods with this. I am fighting daily, to take care, to get this taken care of, and it's neuropathy that's really just tiring to deal with. But it is what it is. And so, if I can do it, I know you can do it. So we're gonna keep pushing positive at this. But I'm looking like Miss Scruffy, the Scruff Dog today. So let me put this on, and I'll cam up here just so you guys can actually see something up in here. Yeah, I don't even know how it looks here. But okay, but anyway, so this is why I say, okay, we started off, and what I want to get you focused on is, okay, so we talked about the videos. I showed you photos of me being actually homeless, and I showed you some photos of me really enjoying life. Yeah, thank you, Patty J. I appreciate you, dear heart. Yeah, come a long way, and I have to admit, with the help of your friendship as well, Patty J, and I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been interesting, travel. But like I say, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, stay strong with it. I'm supposed to talk with the first Magnum sometime. We're going to catch up. We're going to do this when he's ready. And we're going to chat because we're still talking about the hearing process. Now, here I am at 58. And I tell people I'm an OG. That stands for old guy. Okay, so if I can do it, you can do it as well. So as we're still rocking, I tell you, it was. I got more videos to show you guys, and I'll show you more of the process when I come back up, and I'll come back up with today is Thursday, so kind of Saturday night. I'll come back up. I want to update you guys, and I want you to stay fixated on, focused onto the federal loan grants that are coming that has been out there, and make sure you qualify and check it out, because that's a big burden you can get off of yourself and your wife or your family. Period. And I would tell you, there's nothing better than having a bill, a chunk of change, over 10 grand taken off of your shoulders in one time. You know how that makes you want to breathe. It makes you want to go out and probably get a bottle of tequila, but no, relax and chill. I don't feel like the Seattle Black Veteran probably would do. All right, but I want to show you guys this and show you the reason why I come up and fight for you is because of just like this video here. I tell you guys, when I'm homeless, this is one of the first steps after I lost my home.
So it's either at the shelter tonight or in my car, or go in my.
Started
Okay.
from the beginning.
Downtown Seattle. I just left this building here. They offered me shelter and a meal tonight over at a 55 plus community. I gotta get a hold of those guys, and I gotta go to the VA. I'd never been told I had a social worker. So.
Okay, while I'm thinking of this, I have to tell you this. Pardon me for interrupting and stopping this. Why I'm thinking this,
I get so.
pauses, is that come on, pause. Is that I was fortunate and blessed that I had a car, I had a vehicle. Okay, that's one thing you have to really make sure that you're in tune with. If you have a vehicle, because it's hard getting around on the transit system in Washington, downtown Seattle, King County has a wonderful metro system. I mean, better than in a lot of places. I would say the best of it in places that I've been. And I went all up and down Southern California all the way up to Alaska. But yeah, those guys they got a good transit system. So that's one thing dealing with that I really have to tell people, because if you look at this and look at my story, I'm in downtown Seattle. Then I'm on the south end of downtown Seattle. Then I'm going all the way to Renton, Washington. And then I'm going to Bellevue, Washington. And I'm going back to downtown Seattle. That is a lot of traveling for if you didn't have a vehicle. So that's one of the things I think I may need to fight for as well, is fighting to get a better transit, for veterans who are in homeless shelters. Do they have the vehicles? I think they do, where you can sign up and they can take you to, I don't know if they do, but at a certain place that I was staying at, and I have to tell you, it was the Salvation Army. And a lot of churches, your donations to your churches and Salvation Army, make sure that they are going to what the purpose is that you are donating for. All right, you be cautious about that, because there are scams from churches as well out there who are scamming veterans. So be cautious, very cognizant of that. 1 second here. Okay, but I'm telling you all this stuff and I'm showing you this because I don't want you in this situation like I was. And if you are, I want to give you the tools to dig yourself out of that. And one is staying strong and knowing that you're not the only person. All right. Knowing that you can get out of it as well. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find you a photo that I took a long time ago. And this is when the Seattle Black Veteran was really working out a lot and all that other crap. But yeah, but I just want you guys to know, and that's what my mission is now. And I do working out really just because of it's good meditation, and it's good to get your mind off of all the crap that's out there. So even if you can do push-ups or whatever, get into that and start just focusing on your mind, body, spirit, and whatever your spirit is, whatever your beliefs are. You get into those and you immerse yourself and find out not just little. I mean, don't go. For me, I don't go crazy nuts on where a person should be as far as a person. That person's going to have to figure that out for themselves. Oh, wait a minute. And I got to dig this up. Patty gave me this, and I want you guys to go through with this with me. And thank you, Patty J, for this. And hold up, I got to bring this up because this is important. And I think it's very important that we all abide by this particular statements here. Hold on, I gotta get this. Don't you go nowhere. Hold on. It's always when you want to find stuff you can't find it, but here we go. Okay, so this is what Patty J gave me. So we're gonna do fair use on this as well. Let me move my stuff over here and let's put it up here. Now I want y'all to rock with me on this here. Check it out, mate. Rock with me on this particular statement here. All right, here we go. And I am going to superimpose this. Okay, so, oh, good Lord, here we go. Every time I try to do it, it ain't going to try to do it right. All right, let's see here. I'm going to see if I can blow this up just a tad bit. Here we go. I like what it says. You can't heal the people you love. You can't make choices for them. You can't rescue them. You can't promise them that your journey won't be alone, that you won't journey alone. You can loan them your map, but this is their trip. I dig that because that's real talk. What we talk about here, especially as Seattle Black veteran, is I'll show you what's actually going on with me because I want you to know that I'm rocking with you on real style and that you do matter. What you're going through matters and that you're not alone. And I'm telling you, I crawled through this and I went through even worse than that before I was even homeless. Blessed to have some beautiful people in my life. Through all my disabilities, I didn't handle things right, but that's just how it is in life. We do not handle everything we want to handle right. We can all look back, especially if you make it to 55 or 50, and you can look back and say there's some things that you didn't do right. But the thing is, you're here. That's what matters, okay? You're here right now, and you're doing your thing, okay? And so I want you to know, and this is all I thank you again, Patty J, for this. So I'm gonna give you just your love for that, for pushing that out there. And always remember this, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is because everybody and shouts out to the TLA and much respect and much props to him as well. I had to give Uncle Stu Old Man on the Block because he's an elderly gentleman like myself, a young in spirit, but he gives advice. Check him out. My thing is whether or not I mess with people a lot or not, they give out good advice, good content. You have to respect that. Okay, so when I say the TLA, and that's because you are here and you have something to say that hopefully you can help other people. Now, when I was younger, you have to wait and find the wisest person. Now you have to go through all the muck and find the wisest person. It's not trying to be wisest or the smartest. It's trying to be helpful, and the only thing I can do is help you with what I've experienced. So that with me again and say this to yourselves, okay? And this is for you as well. You can't heal the people you love. You can't make choices for them. You can't rescue them. You can't promise them that they won't journey alone, all right? You can loan them your map, but this is their trip, all right? So everybody you rock with, you can only give them your wisdom, and they can take it or leave it, but they don't have to apply it to where they're going. And this is one thing I say the Seattle Black veteran tries to do, is not preach to you, not tell you what you should do, not dog you for what you are going through. It's to respect you and understand you, and hopefully you can come out and give some information that will help other people be the wiser, okay? And it's just showing that love. And let me see here. I'll put this up here. But it's just showing that love and, getting it out there to where you can bring it to help other people out. And this is what I say too. And let me say this before I get talking too long, because I know it's sitting some soils in there. She's going to beat me down. That's my beautiful sister, Sister Soil. Much respect to you and all you guys. Goddamn Bacon, African Dreamin', Trash Can Waves, DL at Night, Sir Health Speaks, Patty J. Kitty, Vanessa Kitty, my winged woman. All you guys, hey, I appreciate you girls always. So let me just drop this in here. So if it does show up, Yeah, it's an error. There you go. It's an error for Facebook. All right, but yeah, so let's get this down here. And like I say, it's this is showing some love. So I just have to let each and every one of you know the Seattle Black Veterans Journey. Um, I did a lot of things, and I did a lot of things with the Breast Cancer Association. I had a great time. And the thing is always try to prepare yourself for things that are not going to be so. And what I mean by that is this: stack you some money up. Right now, as a veteran, like I'd say, I try to fight and tell you guys every avenue to save some money. All right, stack that money up because housing markets are going to start going down. If you have enough money and you got your credit score on point, and I mean on point, get it past 680, 720 would be even preferable. Okay, but hold up. Hmm. How do you do that? Take care of all your bills that you have now, especially the highest interest rate on any card that you have. Take care of that one first. Get that highest interest rate off your back. You're probably above the circle already, above the freight. So let's say you got all that going on. You stack, you got your FICOs are up past 680. Now your job is to stack you some money. If you're 100% disabled veteran, okay, that's cool. But if you come with some money, skin in the game, what they call it, a good FICO score, and say $10,000 to put down with that. You can get in your house and get it at a better interest rate. All right, Patty J, love you, sweetheart. Thanks for stopping by. Wish you a good night's rest. We'll talk to you tomorrow, dear heart. Sweet dreams to you, Patty J. Let's give it up for Patty J. Thanks for stopping in the house, girlfriend. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. The Seattle Black Veteran is going to upgrade his studio, believe it or not. Yes, because I gotta move, and I gotta get this where I want it. Actually, my sound production and everything is not where I want it and all that. But that's anyway. I leave past the point here. But what I want you to do, and what I'm saying, and this is my high insight in 2020. All right. Find your good life insurance. Talk to your parents about that and see what they have to say. That's going to get you on a better point there. On top of that, like I say, stack you a little bit of cash on the side. Now, this is going to get you on point. Now, I want you guys to be aware of this as well. And I'm not putting this up, but I'm putting this because this is a thing that I think about as well. Is that a lot of attorneys are popping up with these commercials saying, if you're here, you're there, you're here, you're there, whatever. And we can help you. Come with us. First they're going to vet you and see if all the information that you have is correct so they can move forward with helping you. Then if it is that point, I would say this: before you get there, go word of mouth, talk to some people, know some people, talk to your veteran people. If you're a member of the DAV or the Veterans Foreign Wars, if you're a member of these guys, talk to these guys, and be aware of the motives of a lot of people because it is money, baby. It's money. All right, so coming out of the VA, and I'm gonna tell you this: coming out of being a homeless person and still fighting. I want each and every one of you. I think about this all the time. If you are getting back pay money for the burn pit situation, use that money wisely. Like I say, if you have a bill that you can pay off, that's a big money taking bill, pay a high interest rate off first, get it off your back. It depends on what you're getting. I mean, you got some friends who are very financially savvy. Get with them, start talking to them about how you're going to deal with your money. Okay, I want you guys to be aware of that, and I'm telling you this on the real. After coming up in my apartment, I didn't plan. I didn't think that I was going to suffer the way that I suffered. So when I did start suffering, I didn't know how to get out of it. And then I didn't know how to get out of it. And like I said, I was pushed to the point of I am losing my apartment. And it was okay place. I didn't too much care about it a lot, but it was a nice spot. So this is me losing my apartment, my last day cleaning it out. I got this raggedy ass moving company because the dudes I had before, they stopped moving. But I would tell you this. When you start being in a vulnerable position, don't let people know that you are in a vulnerable position, because some people will try to take advantage of that situation, and you don't need that kind of stress. So always be cognizant of that. When people are talking down to you, um, kind of absorb it and use it back against them. I clarify, sister, you're telling me this is what you're conveying to me. I wouldn't know if this is what they're being sarcastic or whatever. And it's always a thing to act, okay? So, like I say, I have more to show you. This is, like I say, me losing my apartment. And like I say, this is me figuring it out now. I'm at the King County housing, and that's what's behind me. It's the King County housing. So from there, then that's when they expressed to me, yeah, you got we got some spots for you. And I'm gonna tell you this on the real with that. Going to a homeless shelter, a lot of these people who tell you to go to these homeless shelters have never been to them. All right. And now what I'm talking about is this on the real. Um, I didn't shoot no video while I was in the homeless shelter because I'm trying to respect people's privacy. Some people just didn't care, and it was pretty much obvious. And it was, their hygiene was just not there. But people who referred you go here and try this. And I went to these places, and oh, good Lord. Um, there was a lot of mental issues going on, a lot of mental issues going on. A lot of homeless people there just to take a shower, and some were in there taking showers with the clothes on because it was doing laundry at the same time, right? Right. So can't be mad at that. What it is, what it is. All right. So yeah, and then after that, I didn't. I think I took pictures. Oh, let me show you my spot when I was in Bellevue, just so you would know. Let me see if I get this in here. I think it's BEV. Maybe. I want to show you my space when I was living in Bellevue. It was a decent spot. I have to give them credit for that spot. And it was a nice spot as far as one is I wasn't far from the mall as well. Um, maybe this is right. Factoria Mall, but let me see. Let's do this one here. Let's just do this here. And it was a nice little spot, but I would tell you, uh, I couldn't wait to get out of that spot. But it was cool. It was cool. And I'll show you. And that's why I say and that's why I wanted to show you more. But I'm gonna try to throw a lot of this in here because I have you here, and we're gonna try to just go ahead and get through this right here and just show you because, like I said, I think I have to put more money into the coin slot in order for me to get more videos on here. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's funny. What can I get my value? Of course, when you want to get it. Let me see here. Oh, okay, I know what's up here. Let me check the other hard drive here and see if we can get that. But yeah, it was just a travel, and I would tell you honestly, it's more about you staying strong and not letting people, put yourself, not in, it's how can I say this? It's not letting people pretty much walk over you or disrespect you. But it's not getting totally pissed off with this. Now I'm gonna tell you this on the real. This is what happened as well while I was there. I said I'm gonna help this brother out, man. Well, I saw a brother and he got to talking to me, and I go, okay, well, what's up? And as we were talking, he was he told me he wanted to go. He had a problem with driving, getting a ride to the VA hospital. So I told him, yeah, okay, cool. I no worries. I said, I'm going there tomorrow. If you want to roll, I'll take you. And he said, okay. Came the next day. I'm like, hey, you ready to rock? I called the dude, and no response from him at all. At all. And so come to find out he was into doing more of the street pharmaceuticals than it was. So this is my old place when I was living over. Well, I had my place, kind of my studio set up way different, but living in Bellevue. So Here's a good shot. They'll come over and try to jack me for that. And this is most of my awards and stuff on the wall from being in the military. I got my letter in high school and everything and all that. Okay, but I was able to set up my own little spot and get some of my stuff out of storage. And I had to get some of my stuff out of storage because the storage was costing me. Here's another shot of it, but this is looking out of my window because it was snowing over in that area. Well, we started getting snow, but yeah, and so I had to get some of my stuff out of storage because I wanted to start saving money. So if you can, no matter what, just try not to pay for storage. The storage, soon you start forgetting some of the stuff, unless you just actually doing some business out of there or whatever. This is my studio setup, I think, elsewhere in Bellevue, another spot. But Bellevue, it was an interesting animal. Really cool to be there, but I gotta say, brother friendly. There you don't see much of that, but it is what it is. But anyway, I digress once again. I just wanted to show you that's why the Seattle Veterans with you. So the thing is, if you have questions, please bring those questions. We're going to try to address those questions. And what we're going to talk about, and a brother hit me up, a young lieutenant saying he has to get a master's degree. We talked about that. And I think he's well off to getting any job that he wants to, whether it's going to be county or federal government. You guys tell me what you think in the chat, or hit me up. What do you think? And also, if you hit me up my email, it's on the bottom, scroll across, and actually it's the Seattle Black Vet at Gmail, not veteran, but Seattle Black Vet at Gmail. Okay, so I just want to go over this with you and tell you, this is what the Seattle Black Veterans been through, and why we're here to help you. I'm going to show you some more videos. It's really going to kind of solidify what I'm saying is that while I was going through what I was going through, getting help with that was very trying. And I would say to each and every one of you, like I say, don't give up, keep up the fight, and I'm always going to be here with you as a Seattle Black Veteran. All right, so I kept you guys on here for what, only an hour? Ooh, I'm not doing that. I'm doing terrible these days. But I'm like, okay, really? Just an hour? Seriously? You guys kidding me? So let me pull this up. Then I want to show you guys this too. I met some beautiful people, and they had some beautiful stories to tell. One of my gentlemen I met. Let me see if I can find this and stop playing with this. Oh, good Lord! I used to do video editing when I was in Southern California, and I was blessed to meet a lot of people while I was doing that particular job, and meeting some people who I probably would never meet again in my life because their job is totally outside of my scope, but they are beautiful people, to say the least on that, should I say. So let me see. Here's one. Working with some brothers over here at the VA hospital. Unfortunately for me, they didn't really help me out a lot. But let me see. This is a good brother here. He's let's see. Over here. I'm sorry. He's a colonel. Sorry, this picture's so bad. Colonel. Oh, okay. You guys hear the siren? Do I say this all the time? While I'm always broadcasting, there's always something going on here. Believe it or not, this is when I used to do martial arts a lot. I was in Southern Kung Fu, the crane style. I'm the Southern Kung Fu that I utilize. Hear those sirens in the background. Told you. Yeah, tell me it gets better. Here's with me, my brothers at a carnival. We were doing a demonstration. Young brother on the left, Malachi, that's his dad there. This is Ahmad, my Hispanic brother, good boxer. That's when we're at the fair taking our photo there. We were actually doing demonstrations for Southern style Kung Fu. I think this is us doing giving the ladies, because we're teaching the ladies fighting course and how to defend off of people and fighting. All my brothers there, good brothers, fighting. Of course, Santa Cruz Beach and Boardwalk at the sign there. We hung out there for about a couple of days, me and my ex-girlfriend. And of course, here we are in Seattle. The CenturyLink, I think they changed the name now, but as you can see, that's Sherman, Richard Sherman. He's no longer with us. A lot of these guys are no longer with us, but that's what it is. So, this is a little bit of travel, and I just wanted to give you guys that just to show you, some stuff that we can all say we did, and it's not over till it's over. Okay, so you keep it rocking. This gentleman here, I met him. Bruce was actually managing the casino at the Springs Casino when I saw this beautiful woman here, June, and she's actually with the band Hiroshima. The lead saxophone is right there. My brother's the lead with Hiroshima. I've seen these guys a few times. And this is June actually doing what she does, playing the instrument she plays. Beautiful woman, beautiful person to meet. And the same with his brother here. And you see he's doing saxophone and June in the band. Hiroshima, they've been rocking for a while. I don't know. I've been keeping touch, and it's my fault. So we will have to get in there. And if you think that Los Angeles looks really clean, and pristine, no. Here's a shot from the Getty Museum facing to Los Angeles. And if you can see that, the cities of angels, Los Angeles. All right. So that's how beautiful that place is. But the Getty, nice place if you get up there and check it out. I forget what they're charging now. There's another shot of Los Angeles too from the Getty. So that's the I think 4 or 5 that's down there, and then the rest is Los Angeles. So you can see actually what's actually covering it. So in case you didn't know, if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, beautiful place. Yeah. Here's another shot. That's Hollywood from there. Here's another shot of LA. So if you think that it's all that, this is what it looks like. Okay. And if you get a chance, do stop up and check out the observatory that's up that way. Seattle Black Veteran clowning with the statue of what is it? My man, Sir Isaac Newton. So, but if you get a chance, check it out and enjoy the coastline up to Seattle, all the way up to Seattle from down south. You can have some fun, but some of it can be really crowded. This place here is not far from so-called the Trump golf course, and this is from Pacific Palisades. And actually, if you look it up a long time ago, this area used to be Marine World. And now it's actually a very high, expensive ass resort that you can go to. But this is right off the Pacific Ocean. All that you can sit here. The fire can light up. There's a tram that stops right in front of here, takes you up to the main portion of the building. But I want you guys to be aware of those things here. Let me see. This is down in Southern California at the Doggy Beach, and you can see all the dogs behind, which is pretty cool. In Huntington Beach, Doggy Beach. If you go down to Huntington Beach in Southern California, Doggy Beach. I clowned this before, and if you didn't get it, this was me in the Rockies doing some hiking, but in actual fact, this is me standing next to a U-Haul van. If you can see the gas tank and all the shit below it and everything. So, all right, so that's me clowning, okay? But Route 66, we're at the Santa Monica Pier, as you can see. So, it's a lot of beautiful things that you can experience in life. But I wanted to show you that even though I have those beautiful things I experienced in life, it did come down to the point of me losing my apartment because of my disabilities. I'm still rocking with that, trying to handle that to the point of me losing it, going into a shelter, and then from the point of me actually leaving from that shelter and then trying to go into another spot in Bellevue. So, you guys, I'm just telling you to take care of yourselves, okay? And don't you quit fighting. Don't ever quit fighting. Actually make it fun. You are legitimately fighting. I am legitimately fighting. It takes a lot for me. Honestly, it takes a lot for me to come up and do a live stream. I know a lot of my some of my people, they do just a video, they put it up. I used to do that a lot, but I started trying to figure an easier way so I can really get to you and get your full emotions or your full reactions, so we can address those things and we can work as a community. Now, mark my words, we're going to get better over here. We're going to start doing some more interaction videos, and we're going to be talking, but it's not just the point of just doing that. It's the point I just want you to get a clear understanding of how to help yourselves and don't give up the fight. I'm telling you, the number of disabled veterans are and will be reduced, because technology is coming into play, and a lot of on the ground soldiers. There are actually more people in the technology field, in the energy field. So this is real talk. So right now, if what you're getting, safeguard that, because it is true. Just because you're 55 and older, it does not mean that you cannot get your ratings reduced. No. And this is one of the things I got to pop that up to you guys. Every time you go and try to challenge a rating, you make sure that your other ratings are solid grounds, because if they're not, and they didn't look at these ratings and say you went in and tried something and you haven't had your rating longer than 5 to 10 years, 10 years, they might say we want to reduce that. All right. So watch out for that. And that is one of the costs for reduction in your ratings. Is that whenever you go and try to apply for one, they can come back and try to reduce you. Okay. So watch out for that and be cognizant of that as well. All right. And I was talking with another brother, and that is if your ratings look like they haven't got worse, but they look like they could be getting better, your disability, yeah, you can be reevaluated and reduced. All right. I say this, because it's hard for, I don't know what anybody else goes through. But I would say this, even, going through what I've been through to the homeless stuff, when you go through that, it kind of punches you in the gut and it kind of takes out the wind from you. Okay. But I want to let you know you're still breathing. So you suck it in and try to breathe, for one, and then come about your senses and start trying to do things, fight positively. Okay. It's always been told to me, seek wise counseling. Wise counseling is somebody who's understanding your plight and can give you information to help you, hopefully help you move forward in moving yourself into a better atmosphere and a better climate. Okay. All right, we're going to get into some more stuff because it's going to be all things about veterans, retired and active duty, disabled. Everybody's going to be addressed on this. Civilians who are working with disabled veterans, who know retired people. All right, now we're talking about moving into the positive and the affirmative. We're not talking about trying to get over in fraud. Now, I'm going to tell you, with all this other PPP and this unemployment stuff that was going on, the Seattle Black Veteran didn't play that. No, it's not mine. Unless I'm entitled to it, then I'm entitled to it. If I'm not, I'm not. I don't take nothing. And I'm like, hey, because I don't need that stress. And what I'm going through already is stressful enough. I'm trying to navigate through getting myself back to where I was and probably more, but I don't think where I was. I mean, because now I'm not as needy as a lot of things that I used to need or want. I say I don't need versus me needing versus me want. There's not a lot that I need besides my medical care taken care of and my mental care taken care of. And I'll try my best with the other part, but I only can work with the cards that I'm dealt. So I tell each and every one of you, work with the cards that you dealt, try to improve your situation. What the Seattle Black Veteran is going to tell you is nothing that's a lie. You just saw me on here. Oh, and I didn't give you, I gave you the long stroke video that talked for about 7 minutes, but I didn't give you the shorter one because that was the one that almost made me cry. And that was the fact that, when you lose your spot, and I have to agree with a lot of my brothers out here. When you're looked at as how much stuff you have, how much money you're making, Please believe me, I had so many so-called friends drop off. You wouldn't believe how quiet my phone got and how it is now. And I'm not mad about it. Honestly, you want to find out the people who are not trying to ride with you when shit gets rough. Okay, part of my vernacular. I apologize, but you don't want to be tolerating that, and it's okay to find out, and don't be hurt about that. Be happy about that because the thing is, you can turn around and win the lottery tomorrow, and you got that couple of mil. You already know who's who. So deuces, peace out. No, I'm done playing with you. So don't be bad about that. And when you hit the rock bottom, as far as living status or whatever, you're going to be very attentive and acute when people start trying to come in your circle. Now, be cautious about that because for me, as a Seattle Black veteran who suffers from major depression, my circle is very small, and I stay away from a lot of people because I don't want to deal with the games that people are trying to play. I was in a state before I started calming down to where if you and I got into it, um, you don't understand. I've been studying martial arts for over 30 years. Um, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be swift, but then I have to ask myself: is it worth that? Is it worth going through all that issues, legalities, getting yourself upset for a person who's not trying, doesn't know you, not trying to do anything to help you move forward? The best thing you can do is ignore and to write those people off. And there's nothing wrong with that. Be very happy with that. If you're hanging around with people and they're not intuitive to your growth or just being happy and being friendly, what is the purpose? Let people be that mad and upset and mad by themselves. You can only offer, what do you say, an olive branch. If they do not take that, you don't have to offer your life for them. No, don't do that. I will tell you, when I was homeless, I didn't have nobody call me. Um, Offer me room and board. No. Mm-mm. Some people who called so close to me didn't even know or didn't even care that I was in the hospital. Right? So the thing is, I want you to get past all that like I have. Don't spend your time being upset with the situation that you were in and with people around you. Be content to know of who you are and understand and keep building yourself as being strong. Not a person who wants to be combative or weak. Oh, look, life is a balance mentally, spiritually, and physically. You have to balance yourself out and seek that. I think you'll be more happier. I don't know. I'm not a guru or a priest, but I think you'll be more happier. Just find your place of serenity of breathing. Look, I show you guys some of these photos. These are, uh, and I would tell you, downtown Seattle, whether it's beautiful or not, it can be so busy that you get out of focusing on who you are. But the waterfront there is beautiful, and they are making it where it's going to be more um, peaceful, zen-like downtown, especially off the waterfront. So wherever you are, seek your peace, seek your happiness, all right? And don't let present situations depict of who you are. I tell you, um, when I lost my house, I had to understand. The reason why I almost cried, and that was because I felt less than when I was, and that was I was already a man, but then I started feeling like I was less than one, and why I don't know. Is this what society says, or even if you're a woman, that you should? The things do not make who you are. On my studio behind me, I'm still working with some of this equipment. It is getting older, but I love it and it works for me. Okay. Now, if I was trying to keep up with the Joneses, this studio would be way off point. But for what? For what reason? So the thing is, find out, like even as a bachelor, I would tell you this, and I don't dog anybody who's in this. As a bachelor, I got wine glass set. It's four champagne glasses, um, 8 plates, 8 saucers. No, four plates, 4 saucers, 4 bowls, and I'm a bachelor. Okay, so who am I entertaining with all this, right? So my thing is, what do I need with this? I need a setting for two. I don't have a family. I need a setting for two. If I'm going to entertain a woman, I need a setting for two. So I can be romantic or whatever, but I don't need all that. And honestly, guys and girls, and I know you probably get mad at me for saying this, but shit, if you're single, go to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill and find you a set of 2 dishes and all that shit that matches. Save you a lot of money. I mean, I went to Marshall's and went to Ross, got a few things, and it was less than what it was, but I don't need all that. So I will be donating all that to the Pantry House here in, I think it was in Tacoma or Renton. But I'll be donating dishes and pots and pans. And unfortunately, and I have to say this on the real, I got some like really high-end pots and high-end pans, skillets, but I don't need them. So since I kept homeless and I don't have a lot of friends, I'm trying to donate them to kids who are going to college. And I don't know about the old days, but you might still be in college dorms and you might need a couple of plates or whatever. I don't know. You guys have to get me up on point with that. But yeah. So I wanted to give you guys a 411. The Seattle Black veteran was homeless for a while, and like I said, I showed this, but I'm gonna put some more videos up, and I'll give you some more show you because we're gonna talk about some of the frustrations that I went through as well, and that was dealing with representatives who were representing me on my claims, and it was dealing with some people who were in these housing areas that were in. And I have to let you know this, whether you're in a shelter or in any kind of housing that the Veterans Association is helping you with, the VA, you have the right to be treated with respect. Okay. Now, the question is then, how do you carry yourself? I'm not talking about being all bougie or whatever. You have the right to ask questions. If you're not aware of how the system is in a particular place, because each of these places will have rules and regulations when you go to any of these places. If you are in any of these places, whether it is in the homeless shelter or not, you will have rules and regulations. Okay. So the thing is, if you're not sure about those things, and I mean this, and I'm not trying to be funny, if you cannot read, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. You work on that with your time, but have the honesty. And I respect the honesty that come from a person who asked me to specify, could you please read those to me? Because you want to have a clearer understanding. Okay. And so now understand this too. I'm not speaking for each and every organization, and that is this. You're not allowed to have alcohol in these places. It's not that you can't go somewhere and have a drink, and then eventually come back and, live your life. You're entitled to do those things. It's having drinks on the premises. And the problem is the reason why they came out with that was because too many people were getting overly intoxicated, and you know how it is. To every rule, there's somebody who's going to bend it and push it to one point or another. Unfortunately, so this is why they will say that, and it's a head-to-bed count. We talked about that. and that is, every night you have to check in and let them know that you are there because they want to make sure that they are, what they're paying for. Let me see, what they're paying for, your head on the bed, is there. So they want to make sure that you are in your bed every night. There's a front counter you check in. They will give you a locker with basic amenities. You will have some shower shoes to keep your feet off the ground. You will also have bar soap, toothbrush, and a wash face towel, and a dry towel. Okay. You will have this lavatory here, which is a nice sized lavatory. You've got showers on the other side. And the thing with this is, you take turns of sharing of cleaning up the lavatories every night. So you can shift it as far as they go, as far as how many, who's living in this bed or whatever, whatever. Yeah, you will have to deal with that. Okay. Now, yeah. So I mean, that's pretty cool because I'm glad to point. Oh, hold up. I'm glad to point that they do clean it up and have a cleaning for that. I think that is necessity because especially like I said, I was in there before COVID, so how that went then, I really don't know, and it would be very interesting to see. I mean, not to be there, but interesting to know how they handle that. Because already in Seattle, and I'd say still downtown, unfortunately, but we are actually moving out of that as far as downtown now. Downtown now is starting to pick up a little bit better, and they're starting to clear it out, and people are starting to come back. The other things you're going to have to be dealing with in downtown Seattle is a lot of people not trying to live downtown Seattle, and that's because of the sticker price. Right now, understand this. We talked about this before in Washington State, Seattle. Oh God, forget about it. Washington State, Seattle, Washington. The minimum you're going to get away with anything is 600,000 minimum. Okay, um, rent for a one bedroom. You're looking at a one bedroom in King County can run you up to $1,700 a month. And that's not even downtown. Forget talking about downtown. Downtown, you might be getting off of 2 to 3 G's a month. And that could be for a one bedroom or a studio downtown. But we'll see because the prices will be changing because of, what do they call this? Supply and demand. And right now, the supply is not really, the demand is not really there. And that's because the prices are so freaking outlandishly crazy. And so, yeah. So, yeah, if you get a chance, get down here to visit. Right now is a good time to visit as well. We talked about this before. If you catch a cruise from Seattle going to Alaska, just to give you a 411 and a heads up on that, I caught the cruise to Alaska maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. But I would tell you this. The Alaskan cruise would take you to some beautiful spots in Alaska, and I would honestly say if you're interested in seeing the snow caps or glacier caps, you better get up there now because they are melting. Believe it or not, yes, they are. Okay, and on top of that is that you will have to make a mandatory stop in Canada, which is going to be Victoria, Canada, for the most part. And the reason why that is because any cruise ship that's in America has to stop in a foreign country to help handle their fees and all that stuff to be calling themselves being another cruise line. But there's only certain cruise lines, like even Norwegian, will still take you up there. We were on the one, I think, that they did the Luff boat off of. I forget the name of it, but it was wild. But if you get that cruise, understand this too. The age factor on these cruises are not like the Bahama age factors, okay? For some reason, I don't know, but it's an mostly elderly crew. Obviously, there's some not young people on there. The boat is not going to be as large as the Royal Caribbean, so forget about that. It may be. I don't know if they have one going up there yet or not. Okay, but look into that if you're planning to go. You're going to actually have to fly into SeaTac Airport. All right. Now, pay attention to where your cruise ship is going to be docked. Because if you're going to get up here early before then, there's some places where you can get cheaper motels that are not exactly downtown, but everybody wants to go downtown. So yeah, if you're gonna hit the downtown, see where your place is docked, so you can get your Uber or Lyft ride, Lyft preferably, because that's who I invest some money in. But anyway, but yeah, from there, you're gonna hit your cruise. Hopefully, it's downtown. I was taking some photos of the videos. The Norwegian had a vessel, and they've been parking more downtown-ish. And I don't know if that's to help promote them and get people more on the cruise lines, just on cruise lines to get them back because of the pandemic. That may be the case. And I would also say check and see if you got you can get good prices on that, good room prices on that. And look at whatever vessels you're on, because the standard for mostly all vessels, they're going to have a swimming pool, they're going to have an adult side, you're going to have a casino, you're going to have to all eat, you can eat, and then you're going to have your specialty dining areas on the boats as well. So now your specialty dining areas will cost you extra cash out your pocket to give you that extra outside of going to the kind of like a community dining where you're going to go to you're going to have some morning, breakfast, morning, afternoon, and chow for the evening. And then you're going to have your snackerita or eateritas where you have pizza. Some have cakes and snacks like that on the boat. This boat, you will be able to look for one side and see the other side for the most of them. The Norwegian looks like it's kind of big, so it might have more activities. Also, check this out. If you're going to come up and go to Alaska, look and see if there's special things that you can do, like tours or whatever. There were some cats. We stopped in a cove, and I forget the name of the cove, but they were able to get a little boat and drive closer. Got off the cruise ship because the cruise ship sat there for a while. They drove closer, took the shots, and they came back and got back on the bigger boat. So you might want to check those things out as well. They got zip lining. I got it there because I wanted to get real Alaskan snow crab fresh off the boat. It was a little bit expensive, but it was good, as well as the beer and the view. So, yeah, get up there and if you can enjoy Alaska, but I'll understand that. You're going to stop in Victoria, Canada, and that's just their stop because it's mandatory. But you're only going to be there probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours for most boats. And then you're going to be jetting out and going back to Seattle. All right. So once you get back to Seattle, if there's things that you haven't seen and you want to get back into a hotel room, you can do your thing. But I would say this: if you get a hotel room, get it downtown Seattle. You're going to get Pioneer Square, Pike Place Market. Pioneer Square may be decent by now time you get here. Then you'll be able to get a space near the Glass Museum and the waterfront. And I would tell you, with all the I just mentioned there, it will take you 2 days to really get the full experience of it all. And if you really want to do something extra crazy, is you can catch, I don't know, right now they have the Sailboat Cruises. You can get on a sailboat. I think it's like $30 or $20 or something like that. If you get downtown by the Big Wheel, what you see in the background there, they have the Wings of Washington. And if you ever been to the, Disneyland, California Adventures, right? It's about the same thing, but it goes over Washington. So I just want to give you guys that. I know I'm running my mouth like 90 going south. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I just wanted to get you some 411 of what's going on. And I really want to let you know where I'm coming from as a Seattle Black veteran, is that everything I'm telling you is actual walk, not just talk. I'm walking this. I'm living this. I am nowhere clear from, I'm 100% major depression. And it's to me, it's an everyday process. It's an everyday process to deal with this. And I have to stay positive about it. I look where I was, where I've been, and where I am now. I am blessed. I'm blessed to have you as my beautiful friends who come up on my page and you bless me with your presence. I love you for it, and I really thank you so very much for all that you do for me. And that's just showing up listening to me. And I hope that I'm bringing you some kind of love and relief in your life, and letting you know, when we're genuine, and when you come here, I have to be 100% with you as well. Yeah, I know some people are trying to come back and haunt me and hurt me with whatever I'm giving you here, but my thing is this: whatever I'm talking to you about and what I'm now, it's 100% real. And I tell people, I'll tell you like I tell women. who tried to accuse me of being falsifying. I said, look, I'm a grown man. I ain't got to sit here and lie for nobody. And lie for what? For what? The things I did before I fell subject to my service-connected disabilities and before they started getting on top of me, I was on my way to try to do some really more spectacular things. And that's a guy who just graduated with a high school diploma, went to some college, and went through a lot of other trainings that I certified at and became specialized in. In each and every walk of my career, I exceeded in doing better, right? So I tell you guys this because I want you to try to exceed and keep doing better. And don't let nobody tell you anything different. All right? You stay on top of your game here. I was trying to find my picture when I was a soldier. Let me see, when I was actually a soldier. You can laugh at that one there. That would blow you away. But that's when I was, let me see. Hopefully, man, I think I'm in the right folder here. I might be able to find it. And let me see here. See if this is it. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, guys, check this out here. This is my little knucklehead when I was a soldier here. Soldier for the United States Army in basic training. Let me see here. Get over here. Yeah, that was me right there. Basic training. Look at that dude there. I think I was what was I, 19 years old or something like that. Yeah, you know, I used to take them in the military. Take them at 19, whatever. But yeah, that was me. That was me. Oh, before then, you should have saw me. I had a Jerry curl. That stuff was long. And okay, so let me see here. Is this putting my business out here? Let me see here. Yeah, it is putting too much of my business out here, so I'll leave that alone. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys some of that stuff there. And it's just some of the stuff, you know, I'll tell you, being blessed with you guys. You know, I would say that, you know, and I show you this one here because when I was a drill sergeant, I think that was my best job I ever did. Now, you look at how this date is, 1999, 1992, I think it was. Right. So yeah, that's just my certificate. Being a drill instructor, and that was one of the best jobs I've ever had. And it wasn't the point of just, you know, I didn't believe in just barking at kids. It was trying to help them and save them. Okay, so this is how old I am for you didn't know. I lettered in cross country. How many black guys you know around cross country, right? Yeah, so I lived in cross country, so you know a little bit about me more. And that was, you know, what I did. So let me see. I think I have, no, because back in the day, all of our gosh darn certificates had all your social security numbers on it. So, you know, man, you guys, I love you, but I don't want you all in my business like that. All right, guys and girls, I love you guys very much. Let me see. I wanted to show you some more stuff here, but where we're going to stay on point here. One of the parks that I do visit, well, I want to let you guys know that that's my secret haven over there, though. And what I do, actually, all right, yeah, I used to do videos for my brothers and sisters who passed away. And they were veterans and they passed away. And I used to do videos for them a lot. And I enjoy doing it, but you know, you really have to be on top of your game with this type of thing because it is like not disturbing people's privacy. Let me see. This is I think one photo of the Marines, and these guys are on point at the Memorial Cemetery. I put it up in my Instagram. Yeah, believe it or not, the Seattle Black Veteran does have an Instagram page I haven't paying attention to, but I got to get on there. But I would tell you, these Marines, on point. These dudes were squared away. We're doing their funeral services. I was doing one of my brothers, my friends, funeral service. Let me see. Hopefully, I'm not putting this business out here too much. But yeah, this is at the Memorial Cemetery in Riverside, California. And if you ever get a chance, go on to that site. I put it in my Instagram site as well. go on to that site, and if you really want to see what a memorial cemetery looks like and how it should, these are one of the guys. I mean, outside of going to Arlington or whatever, but these guys here, they lay it down good. This is a good brother. He was a Marine who passed away, but he was a friend of my father of my friends. So I just happened to show up and asked him, can I shoot your father's cemetery or his service? And he was in agreement. Really nice guy. So we got to do that. And let me see here. It's another beautiful shot. Gunny presenting the flag to the family. Really good shot. Another shot of us. Actually, the shaded area and all the Marines were there, and it was shooting the shots and getting those things done for the Marines. Another one, Marine. I have to tell you, these brothers look sharp, man. They look sharp. I have to give it up to you Marines for that. So shouts out to all you Marines because these brothers here. Let me show another shot here. Yeah, these brothers here, on point, on point, on point. Respect to you Marines. Uh, Nothing but respect. Another one shot here, giving the family the flag. But yeah, another shot here, and he'll probably give his business anyway. To his son. So yeah, but yeah, respect and love, and that's why I say, now I never thought that I would be in this capacity where I'm going to continue to fight for veterans. Regardless, I will be talking to you about what's going on here with the Seattle Black Veteran, and I also want to hear from you. So you got the email down there if you want, or drop a message in the chat. I will be checking these chats probably tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's Friday. And I said I have to do this for tonight because Friday I would do it, but I know I want to be free to go out and probably do some things. But if I get downtown, I will shoot live with you guys just to show you what's going on and give you some more info if I have some info to give you. But I'm always here fighting for my veterans, and whether you're retired, active duty, no people, you're all welcome to this Seattle Black Veterans platform. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who have tuned in and listened to me talk for a while. Okay, but remember the message is, I think to achieve more greatness, you will have to fall and find yourself. And if you can find yourself on the way up, that's great as well. If you don't have to fall, blessings to you, and I don't wish that on you. I want you to stay strong in whatever you have to do. I understand this. Seattle Black Veterans been through it. And as long as I'm alive, I'm going to go through some more. But the thing is, I'm here to help. I'm here to be the best that we can be because I want you to be best as you can be. I'm the Seattle Black Veteran. We are getting ready to get out of here. I just want to wish you guys the best of love. Stay balanced mentally, spiritually, and physically. And always, I want you to do me this one favor. Look in the mirror and tell that person you love me. All right? Have a wonderful night. I wish you nothing but the best. Stay in harmony. Stay strong. And remember, keep fighting. Seattle Black Veteran. I love you.